name is Anne-Marie, and this is our final demonstration video, and I will lead you in with the story. Picture yourself playing a game of cards with some friends, and you've just seen one of them shuffle the cards absolutely perfectly and smoothly that you believe they were performing magic right in front of you. Shuffling might look just a bit complicated when looking at it, but just with a little bit of confidence and effort, I feel as if anyone could learn how to. So in this video, I will be demonstrating how to shuffle your cards via the riffle and bridge method. And knowing how to shuffle cards just overall improves your card handling skills and just makes you look way more professional. So I will begin with explaining why it's so important to shuffle your cards, and then I will go into the correct grip and the steps for the riffle shuffle and how to perform it. And then lastly, I will demonstrate how to finish it all up and complete the shuffle with the bridge. And then before we go on looking like magicians while shuffling, we need to understand the importance of why we shuffle decks properly. So all you will need for this video is going to be a deck of cards and just 2 working hands. So let's get into it. Why is shuffling even important? You might be asking. It makes games fair. It makes where a good shuffle will randomize the deck to where either person will not know what's going to pop up next. So, but also a good shuffle helps games like blackjack, poker, speed, or even just California speed run so much more smoothly. And now that we know the importance of why we shuffle, let's go on to the grip and the steps for the riffle. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your cards out of the box. And once you have, you are going to want to split your deck into 2 halves. Before we do this, remove your jokers and instructional cards if you have those, because you won't be needing them. So split your deck pretty evenly down the middle because it will affect your shuffle. And all you're going to need is 1/2 for right now. So you're going to point the face of the card towards the camera and put your middle and your index finger right at the top of the card, and then your thumb should just fit perfectly right under. Now you have a little wolf, and it's a bit lonely, so it wants you to complete the other hand as well. So just do the same exact thing to the other hand. Middle and ring. I'm sorry if I said index on this hand, but middle and ring, and then thumb should fit right perfectly right there. So now that you have this kind of grip, you're going to want to make your thumbs kiss right here, and then apply a downwards bend, but still allow your index fingers to stand at the back of the card to support the bend that will occur when we complete the bridge. So just like this. And now that whenever you're here, you just want to have it just like this, have 2 halves, and then just allow the cards to slowly release from your thumbs. They should intertwine between each other, and just like that. And they'll drop down and intertwine, and once they have, you're going to want to switch into this claw-like grip. Have your pinky, ring, and middle at the bottom on both sides. Your index finger should be pointing as if you're pointing to someone, and then your 2 thumbs should be at the top supporting it. Now, once you are in this grip, make sure that your decks are not too intertwined. I feel like this is pretty good. So now you are able, my laptop's about to turn off. Now you're able to continue with the shuffle. So keep the pressure at the top, keep the grip, and go straight into the rainbow. And now that you are like in this bird cradling like stage, you are going to want to allow the pressure from the bottom of your fingers to release to create the arch-like shape and allow the decks to complete back into one, just like that. And now that once you've completed that, you have completed a full shuffle. So now that you've seen the mechanisms of the riffle and the bridge, let's talk about the main points. The main points I discussed were the importance of shuffling, the grip, the steps for the riffle, and then tying it all back together with the bridge and allowing it to come back to one deck. So first, explaining the importance of shuffling was to just emphasize the fairness and the randomness of the cards Second, I demonstrated the correct grip and the steps for the riffle. And then we tied it all together and showed how the bridge puts it all back together and brings the deck into one. And then in this video, I wanted the viewer to learn the skill of how to shuffle cards via riffle and bridge method. And I believe just with a bit of practice, anyone can turn the riffle and bridge shuffle into something that it's just a simple card shuffle into something that looks super impressive and professional to anyone around them. So